Contest. All right, well, it's up there on the screen. One interesting note that I mentioned on the net Thursday night was the 27th to the 29th of this year, K0S is having a strange antenna contest. The odd thing is, and I double checked the print to make sure I didn't miswrite it, so I went back to ARL and found the original, and it's listed as 14,350 is the frequency. And if you do that, you're gonna be out of band. So I don't know whether that's a misprint that they didn't catch or what, but if you're an American ham and you're at 14,350.
They probably wanted to say 250, because that's in the middle.
But I
of
even
the
went back and
channel
checked the original, so it was a misprint that they didn't catch. So I guess the joke I tried to tell was, I guess if you have a zero transmit filter, you wouldn't be out of band, but then nobody could hear you. So I don't know what they did on that. PSK contest, 1010, Kentucky's having a QSO party. The CW guys have an IRU Region 1 field day and a Great Britain field day. And then worldwide Digi contest with no RIDI this year. ARL split the RIDI and the other Digi formats into two different ones. So this is the RIDI version this month. And then the VHF contest, do you do that? Dwayne, do you do the VHF? Okay, the VHF contest is coming up. And then All Asian DX and CW. Okay, next slide, please, thank you.
Excuse me.
West Virginia, I'm sorry, go ahead, Steve.
This weekend, starting this morning, was the CW, CQ All Regions or something like that.
Did I not list that?
WPX?
Yeah, CQ Worldwide.
CW.
Yeah, for CW. That's this weekend.
Ooh. Oh, okay, because
You said June on
yeah,
there. I just wanted-
okay.
Sorry.
Thank you for that. And then West Virginia's QSO party along with the Kids Day, phone version is coming up. And then there's the strange, and I've listed that July 1st through 5th, and that's a misprint. I just didn't catch it in time. It's this weekend, 27th through the 29th. And then, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. There are almost a page and a half of special events the 1st through the 5th of June. So many of them, I mean, it would be impossible to list. It's museum ships on the air. All of them are gonna be on the air. D-Day, Lewis and Clark, Donut Day from the Salvation Army. Next slide, please.
Next slide.
Is that it? Oh, okay. And then for VODA, those are the ones, New York and Colorado are ending up on the 30th, and then starting on the 31st through the 6th will be Missouri, Wyoming, and then later in June, Alabama, Louisiana, Arkansas, West Virginia, and then the 21st to the 27th, there'll be none because it's field day. Do I have another slide? I'm not sure if that was, okay. And I will tell you that Hawaii is coming up. It's not on this. The 7th and 8th of I should have put that on there, right? Oh no, because it's after
Field day.
you'll see it on the next month's meeting. Hawaii is there, but it's gonna be one day only because it coincides with the IARU contest, and Frank Donovan is, I guess he's sitting over his team or he's gonna remote, I do not know which, but one day from Hawaii to coincide with the IARU contest, and he'll be signing KH6 for that. All right, thank you.
A lot of people have asked me, you're pointing,
Got a question.
Oh,
Who had the question?
who had the question?
This gentleman raised his hand, now he's being quiet.
I was gonna piggyback on something Tom said about Hamvention. I tried to pay attention to what people were buying, and the normal number were buying radios. But I saw what I felt like was an abnormal number buying connections, so they're either gender bending or they're doing something, but they were buying a lot of connections and they were buying a lot of VHF, UHF antennas. Is what I noticed, a lot of sales.
Everybody was asking me, well, what'd you buy at Hamvention? Well, Jim bought, 100 feet of coax. I forget what Ron bought.
A laptop.
A what?
Laptop.
Ah,
Oh, he should have called me.
Yeah.
bought 2 USB adapters and a sign. I've seen this sign many a time,
What does it say?
and it says, "Achtung, alles Touristen und non-technischen Lückenkeepers. Das Ham-Radio und Pushen-Button is nicht für der Fingerpoken und der Mittengraben. Otherwise is easy schnappen der Springwerken, Blowenfusen und Poppenkorken mit Spritzensparken. Der Machine is digen by Experten only, is nicht für der given by das Dummkaufen. Das Rubbernecken sightseeing keeping das cotton picking hands in das pockets, so relaxing and watching das blinking lights." That's gonna get posted in my shack.
Is that directed at you?
Huh?
Yes.
I think so. I'll be put right where I can see it.
Also, for the Parks on the Air guys, they had one booth that was nothing and it was out in the flea market area. Parks on the Air doodads of stuff I have never even thought of, stamps, all kinds of, I mean, exceedingly clever stuff. So if you're a Parks on the Air person and you haven't seen this, I don't know how you'll Google Parks on the Air doodad stuff. It was unbelievable.
I was looking for mouse pads. I did not see any vendor with just mouse pad. The one vendor I saw, this guy had mouse pads, mouse pad, mouse pad. I mean, you were talking desk size, but it had all sorts of the usual trivia information. What country each call sign was, frequency chart for the US, etc. It was very well done, very clever.
Cue calls.
I thought, I don't have any use for that. But if you gotta go to Hamvention, you gotta go to Hamvention at least once.
Yep.
Even if you never go again, it's just a sight.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I couldn't go this year, for other reasons, but I would say that the trip through and going to Contest University makes it worthwhile. Even if you don't buy anything at the flea markets or at the vendors or listen to the presentations, Contest University is an incredible wealth of information in a very short period of time. And they give you a book that's like half an inch or more thick of all the presentations and discussions.
About 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
It turned out the book that you get for Contest University was the largest one they turned out. It's probably was about that thick.
I did not find the one you gave me anywhere near as informative as the ones in the past years.
Yeah, I remember I was walking out of one of the sessions and Rob Sherwood was standing right there trying to decide which direction he was going. And that gentleman gave me 30 minutes of his time to talk about radios, and specifically the ones that I had.
Yep.
So the people are there, the presenters are there, they want to share their information with you.
Wonderful people.